askreddit. You still have the same desires to crunch a crunchy leaf as a 40-year-old as you did a 4-year-old. What other childhood habits just does not get old? Bubble wrap. I purchased a 50 meters roll when I was drunk once and didn't really remember until it arrived. I spent a long time popping every single bubble. From riding over it, letting my little dog run all over it, rolling myself up like a sausage roll in it, then finally cutting it into sections to make sure I successfully eliminated any stale air from the bubble wrap factory caught up in a bubble. I don't know why, but popping zits, at times, can be just as satisfying as bubble wrap, especially when a really nasty one pops its spunk all over the mirror. Stop, I can only get so erect. Stepping on small ice puddles and seeing them crack, so satisfying. Also hitting big icicles and stepping on puffballs. Taking home any cool-looking stone I find. Wish we could do that to people too. Have you tried? Good idea. You wanna come home with me 'cause you looking hella fine tonight. After I switch off the lights, I run to my bed really fast before the monster gets me. But my monster is my friend. My mum told him she'd beat him up if he ever messed with me. He's still a good boy. That 5 grams messing with his head though. Be careful. To tag onto this, I also cannot have my legs sticking out no matter how hot it gets 'cause of the same monster. But if I must, just one leg and it's wrapped around the blanket. Having to step over every other square in the grocery store. Or walking at a really weird pace to make sure you don't step on any lines in the tiles. I must be a psychopath then. I prefer to step on the lines right in the middle of the sole of my shoe. If I must step on a line, that is the only acceptable way. If I don't, I can feel it until I get back on the right pace, and both feet have to be even. Personifying inanimate objects. Walnut, I look like brain. Banana. Can we change the topic? Mooing at cows as you pass them while driving. Bracket, and then hearing them facepalm because of your bad cow grammar and accent. Bracket. Also going horses. When you see them, and meowing at every cat you see, after making sure there's no people around. Laying against the cold wall at night while in bed. Used to do this growing up, and now if I happen to snuggle with my child before bed, Mom gets the wall. Eating the icing out of the bowl, except now I can eat more of it. My daughter speaks now. She saw me about to lick the spoon. She was so happy. Oh, Mummy, can I have some too? Ah shoot, I have to share leftover icing now. Unless you hide from them. I'm getting better at making them think I don't have anything good. I've got a little shelf of stuffed animals. I'm a guy, girls I think can get away with it easier. Bubble wrap will still be fun to pop when I'm 100. Now my mother insists that licking the cake's batter or brownie mix left over in the mixing bowl after pouring is childish, but I refuse to even accept the premise. Is it? Waste not, want not. I lick the bowl that all the time. Don't listen to these negative people. There is no age limit to licking the spoon, bowl. You're helping clean up the bowl and reducing waste. What could be more adult and responsible? I'm 17, but I always check behind the shower curtains every time I go into the bathroom. Never know when a knife-wielding murderer is gonna be there. I don't have a shower curtain, instead I check the back of the door of any dark room I go in. Talking to my dog in a childlike voice. That's a universal accent no matter what language you speak in. Avoiding the lines when walking on a sidewalk. My psychopath trait is that I walk on the line and then make sure it lands horizontally in the middle of my shoe sole. Sitting and playing playground swings. As a kid, I find it fun and recreational thing to do. As an adult, it helps me calm down and do some self-reflection. Sitting on the grass? Instantly start pulling the grass leaves out of the ground. Don't know why. It happens unconsciously. I've never heard it called grass leaves before. Lol. My mom used to tell me that I was pulling the earth's hair if I did that, same with taking apart the leaf bit by bit. And I thought I was the only one to do this. I still occasionally bite those bright green juicy tips. Too far, man. Soaping your hair up into a mohawk in the bath or shower. Giving tongs a few test clicks before use. Sword fighting with wrapping paper tubes. Nunchuk fighting with broken wrapping paper tube swords. Holding any remotely phallic-shaped object in front of your crotch. As a woman, it is holding anything vaguely cone or bowl-shaped in front of my bobs. Or seeing if my bobs will fit in said item. Stomping in puddles. Stepping over cracks. Counting stairs. Sticking my finger in my bothers/sons/sil's mouth when they yawn. Impersonating the Swedish chef every time I mix anything in a bowl. Laughing at farts and crop dusting. I don't even want this one, but I cannot stop. Picking up trash and carrying it around in my pockets till I find a bin. Making faces if I ever catch sight of my reflection. No, really, Zoom meetings are embarrassing. Letting the vacuum, head not attached, suck your skin or hair. Skin I totally understand, but the hair is new. Licking the beaters and bowls after baking. Yes. Sometimes you bake things just to get to kick the beaters or eat some of the cookie dough. Picking holes in toilet roll packaging at the store. OMG, I thought I was the only one who does this. Oh no, we're a community. You have to be competitive where I live and beat the others to it. Peeling dried glue off of the top of a bottle of Elmer's. Sprinting up the stairs because I don't know what's behind me. Especially in the dark. Oh my gosh, me too. Patting the bags of rice as I walk past them. Don't walk into the cracks on sidewalks. Walk only on the square. Wanting to pet every dog I see. Look, cows. Jumping in a giant leaf pile. Smell the new books. My desire to eat my dessert before my supper. Pestering the cat. Running to every possible dog to pet it. For guys, peeing on anything floating in the toilet and trying to sink it. 2 food-related ones for me. 1. Stealing and eating all of the crispy skin from a roast chicken. 2. Licking the bowl and spoon after baking. Fear of the dark. I mean, you can fall or hit something in the dark. But it's instinctual. There's that visceral fear that something unexpected in the dark indoors. Outdoors or in unfamiliar, creepy-seeming places, old houses, it's obvious.